Welcome to MLM Nation, a podcast of leaders, by leaders, for leaders, hosted by Simon Chan. He's built a team of over 200,000 and is now a full-time MLM coach and trainer. So if you're ready to level up your business, join us now. Let's do this.
Hey, this is Simon Chan. We have a special episode here at MLM Nation. Today, I want to share with you a webinar that got great feedback from this past week. Is how to convince people to join even if you have no results. And this applies to you if you're new or you've been in the business for quite some time and you never made much money yet, or you haven't hit the level of money that will impress your prospects. And I know I was stuck with this for a long time, right? It's like the chicken versus the egg. How can you convince people to join if you never made much money? But how can you make much money if you can't convince people to join? And I know, you may make a couple of, a few dollars here and there through customers, but I'm talking about building big income, right? We are promising people you get financial freedom, you can retire from your job, or all this. The reality is you can never build that income until you build a team. But how can you build a team if you don't have a team to show people, if you don't have results yet? It's the chicken versus the egg. And this is very, very important to overcome that. Now, I was stuck at this for a long time, but once I discovered the secret to overcoming this, and what I'm about to share with you, then people start buying me. Actually, I start getting some good leaders. I'll give you an example. I recruited 5 people in was 1 month, even though I never made any money yet. Also, when I went out to Malaysia, I was able to convince people way more experienced than me, build a big team, even though I never made much money. At that time, at the most I made was $500 a month. And I had, just to give you an idea, 400 people join my team in the first month. And then in the Philippines, it's the same thing. Even though I wasn't one of the top income earners, I was able to bring in really experienced networking leaders, also entrepreneurs into the business. So good, let's go right into this webinar right now. And if you're watching this on the YouTube channel, there will be slides there. You can actually see the slides. So if you're listening on this podcast, head over to MLM Nation and you can see the full slide deck that I'm about to prepare. So anyway, let's go right to that training. Hey, this is Simon Chan. And in this training, you're going to discover how to convince people to join even if you never had any results. Maybe you're new, you haven't had any results. So how would someone join you? Why would someone join you if you don't have any results to show them that this actually works, right? Or maybe you've been struggling for a long time and you feel that, hey, if I only was earning what my top leader was earning, it would be so easy to show a check and convince people. So by the way, the reason why I'm doing this training is because those are all myths. Now I'm going to describe why and why you don't need results. And unless you can learn how to convince people selling this vision, and I'm going to teach you what to do, you're never going to be able to build a team. So that's why I'm doing this training. Unless you know how to convince people before you get results, you'll never be able to build a team. Now, you may get some customers, small checks in there, here and there, but never build a team that will allow you to get that residual income, that financial freedom that you're seeking. So here's the myth. The myth is you need results before someone joins you. And don't feel bad if this is you, because I used to feel this way. I feel like, whoa, if I was only earning maybe $500 a week, I can show it to my friends. It would be so easy to convince them. Or even when I first started, if I just could show them, I made one check, then I could show them. And then it would be so easy to convince them. That is a myth. Because every leader started out with nothing. And even if you're earning 500, there'll be a time when someone says to you, well, that's not enough. Show me more. Show me you're earning $10,000 a month. It never ends, right? So you have to understand that this is a myth. You have to be able to convince people without results. And the fact is, every top leader had 0 results when they first started. Go look at the top leader in your company. Everyone had 0 results the first day they got started. They never even earned 1 commission check. And even in this industry, sometimes experienced leaders, for whatever reason, they had to switch a company, join a different company. Even experienced leaders had 0 results in a new business when they joined that business. So for example, just say a company went out of business, they went to another new company. They had 0 results in a company, but they were still able to convince people to follow them. So that's why it's a myth. And in fact, in business, every entrepreneur starts with 0 results. Elon Musk had 0 results when he started his first company.
Right? Elon Musk, when he started SpaceX, had zero results in the space industry. Now you may think, well, shouldn't be like a NASA engineer, a space engineer, right? Shouldn't they start the company? Elon Musk started it with zero experience. He got into Tesla auto industry with zero experience in the automotive industry. Same thing with Mark Zuckerberg, zero experience, and he started Facebook. So every entrepreneur starts with zero results. So you have to change your mindset. So if you feel you need to get results, it's because you think everything has to go step by step, and you have to stop thinking it's a step-by-step process. And the reason why you're thinking about this is because you've been conditioned from school, right? In school, since you're young, you have to go to first grade, finish that to go to second grade, and eventually so on and so on. And then you have to finish high school to go to college. You have to finish college to get a master's program, postgraduate program. You've been conditioned to think like that. You've also been conditioned from work. In work, I have to be an assistant before I become a manager. Before I become a senior vice president, I got to be a manager. Before I become the CEO, I got to climb these steps. That's you've been conditioned from work. But in business, it's different. In business, you skip steps. I share that with you. Elon Musk had no experience in space and launched a space company. Mark Zuckerberg didn't even graduate from school and start his own company. You skip steps in business. You can go from zero to hero. You do not need results to convince people to join. In business, you go from, to give an analogy, it'd be like going from kindergarten to PhD. And you can do that. And if you don't believe that, that's why you're stuck. That's why you have to change your mindset. And that's why you feel you need to get results. From business, you don't. For me, when I got my first people to join, I didn't have results, right? Or every top leader, they didn't have results. And I'm going to share with you what they do. So what they do is, let me ask you, before I share this, what are you selling? What are you really selling? Think about that for a second. If you want to build a team, what are you selling? A lot of times people say, I'm selling this product, I'm selling this health, or I'm selling financial security. What are you selling? You know what you're really selling is, it doesn't matter how great your service, your product is, you're selling dreams. That's what we're selling. We're in the dream selling business. You are selling dreams and your vision to help people achieve that dream. We're in the dream selling business. You're not in this health product or this financial services, whatever stuff you're selling, your product or services. You are selling dreams. And another thing that's important is you are selling yourself. You're selling yourself, and that you and your vision can help people achieve that dream that you're selling. So how do you convince people when you have no results, right? How can you sell this dream when you're not even living the dream? You have to understand that people buy different things. Number one is, before you even do that, visualize and believe you can achieve that dream. Right? Visualize it, see it, and believe you're going to achieve it. And the second thing is, you have to, what I call it, not fake it, but you faith it till you make it. You got to act and believe that you achieved it already. You faith it till you make it. So what does actually specifically this mean? It's like you got to talk like you've already made it already. You made it already without lying. So talk like a top income earner. You see, if you see the top income earners, they approach people a lot differently, right? When they talk to people, they talk with confidence, with swagger, right? It's the same thing. You got to talk to people like you made it already without lying about income claims or whatever. I don't want you to do that, but with the confidence, you want to act like you made it already without lying. To act like show up, act confidently, walk with posture, talk like you made it, talk confidently. Look at the energy in your voice. Not like, I'm trying this out, but like, hey, this is awesome. You got to check this out. It's not like, oh, I'm doing something. I think it's pretty good. Will you take a look? That's weak. Talk like you made it. Act confidently. Share your vision. Share your vision with others. How is what you're going to do help people achieve what they want in life? Share your vision. You're one of my top leaders when we're building overseas. He shared a vision that he's going to have an entire plane full of his team, entire 747, and he's going to buy an entire flight to fly over to the company convention in 2 years. That's what's going to happen. That's vision. Share your vision and your excitement. And very important, you have to be confident. Be confident of vision. If you're not confident, people are not going to buy it, right? So you got to talk like you're confident, like you've made it. Now, people buy the 3 C's. And I'm talking about this in my book, The Consistency Pill. The 3 C's. You don't need results for people to join you, but you do need the 3 C's. For those who got a copy of this book, I appreciate it. I think you know what I'm talking about in that chapter. It's one of the most popular chapters, the 3 C's. So the first C is change. People buy your change. How have you changed? How have you changed? If you haven't changed, then why will people be interested in what you do? Your change. How have you changed? So change can be, what are some changes? Maybe you use a product, you've changed. Okay, that's an obvious one. But more importantly, the product or service is your change in attitude. Maybe you used to be negative, now you're positive. You used to complain a lot, but now you're excited about life. Maybe you used to dread Monday mornings, but now you're excited for work. Change in attitude. That was for me. I used to be very negative. Now all of a sudden I'm positive. My friend's like, what happened to you, Simon? Well, it's this thing I'm doing right now. I'm so excited about. It's totally changed my life. That got them curious and wanted to learn more. You're changing attitude. You're changing habits. You used to watch TV, and now you're attending personal development. You used to never read a book, and now you're sharing on social media the book that you read. You used to listen to music, and now you're listening to audiobooks. Share your habits. How your habits changed. That's what, when people see a change in your habits, they get curious. They become more convinced of what you have is for real, even if you never made any money. For me, I used to watch sports all the time. My friends would tell me to go over their house to watch the basketball game, the Laker game, right? I live in Los Angeles, the Laker game. And I stopped because they said, why are you not hang out? Because I'm going to build my business. At that time, because of my work schedule, at 4:30, I had some time. So instead of following sports or whatever, I was building my business. And that got their attention. That made them convinced that, hey, what Simon's doing is real. Because he's treating it like it's $1 million business. Because he's treating it as $1 million a stake. Related to that is the second C is people buy your commitment. How committed are you? Are you committed? If you're on this training right now watching, you're committed already. So let people know about your commitment. Can people tell you're committed? If they can't tell you're committed, then why will they join you? Why will they follow you? Why will they feel that you can help them achieve their dreams? Can people tell you're committed? You got to share your commitment on social media. You're watching this training. Hey, take a screenshot, whatever. You don't even need to mention my name, but just let people know you're excited to build your business. Things have been awesome. Share that excitement because people buy that. You have to share your commitment on social media because when you're committed, people believe you can help them. I'm going to repeat that again. When you're committed, people believe you can help them. The third C is people buy your consistency. How consistent are you? It's so important. It's the most important thing. You got to show up every single day for your business. You tell people you have $1 million business. Are you treating it like $1 million business? It's like the restaurant with no consistent hours. If the restaurant's open on Monday and then you want to go there on a Tuesday, but it happened to be closed, and then Wednesday is closed, and Thursday is open again, and then you want to go there on a weekend to eat, take your family, it's closed again, what would you think of that restaurant? What would people think about your business if you're not consistent? But if you are consistent, that gets their attention. So what you can do is share your wins and how you have grown. How have you grown? What are some wins you've had? Maybe you overcame procrastination. Maybe you have learned things in your personal life that's helped you, right? Share your wins and how you have grown. One of the things, I just met a couple people recently, and I didn't even know them, but immediately trusted in what I had to do. All right. Now, by the way, it was sports related. It was baseball related. They immediately bought in. It was so easy for me to convince them because they looked at my Instagram profile and knew I show up every single day. Oh, you speak every day. You can definitely help us. Hey, let's do this together. It was like the easiest sell because they clicked on my profile and they see like I show up every single day. I'm someone that's reliable. They can trust me. Would people trust you? How can you convince people with your consistency? And by the way, that's just a screenshot. Every day, 5 days a week, I do a little motivational pep talk. No matter, rain or shine, how well I'm feeling, I show up every single day, right? Consistency sells. People buy consistency. So here are some things you can share. Even if you've never made any money yet, here are some things you can share on social media. Share about your health changes. If you're in a health company, share how your health has changed. It's very important. If you are consistent, share about your better attitude and your mindset. Your attitude has changed. You have a better attitude. You have a better mindset. You think differently. Maybe you used to be down. Now you're excited. Maybe you used to be a pessimist. Now you're optimistic. Maybe you used to be dreading the days. Every day is the same, but now you're excited for every day. What changes have you had with your attitude and mindset? Share that. Share about your habits. Maybe you didn't exercise and now you have an exercise routine. Maybe you used to watch TV, but now you watch personal development. Share your habits. These are things you can post. Share about things you've learned. Anything you've learned, share. And by the way, when you're sharing about something you learned, not only are just letting people know about your journey, but you're being a giver. You're helping others. You probably heard about this is you're providing value. You're providing value. You take something you learn and you're providing value, right? You're sharing what you learn to other people. And when people see you learn, that makes you become a person they want to follow. Now, let's talk about how to get people to look at a presentation. A friend's, right? So especially a friend that's known you for a while, here's how to ask a friend to look at your business if you haven't made any money yet, and especially they don't respect you. So there's some friends, whatever, they don't respect you, they don't listen to what you have. Here's a way. Now, this doesn't guarantee they'll join or buy, but this will at least guarantee them to look at a presentation. So by a presentation, I mean a short video or to talking to someone. Just simple. Ask them, I need your advice and opinion. Right? If you tell them, I got something exciting, something great, they'll be like, whatever. You've never been successful. But everyone loves to give advice and opinion. Hey, I need your advice and opinion. It'll be really quick. They'll say, sure, what is it? And then you can send them the video or get them to talk to a third party. For example, an upline. The reality is, hey, especially if you know these people well for a long time, they're not going to respect you. But they will listen to someone else, stranger, right? There's a saying, every stranger in a suit is an expert, right? So have them talk to someone they don't know. Chances are they will pay a lot more attention and give respect to the business. Things you should consistently post. So what should you consistently post? I talked a little bit about this already. Consistently share your journey, right? Keep sharing your journey. How have you grown? What are you doing today? What has the business taught you? How's this year going? How's it going by fast? Share your journey. Or you're going to this convention, you're going to this training, you met your mentors, you met your uplines, you met your team, you're having fun. Share your journey. Also, share other success stories. Now, your prospects, even if they're not in your downline, I'm talking about success stories of others, even if they're not in your team, your prospects don't know. They just know that you're consistently in the group of all this success. And when they see you sharing success, they start buying into you. There's this thing called association. When you associate with successful people, people start thinking you are successful as well. They buy into you and they believe in you. Let's talk about objection handling. Okay, objection handling. Because the two common objections is, how much have you made? I used to hate this question because, oh my goodness, you guys ask me how much have you made. What are you going to say? Now, if you give a number, it's never good because you say, if you say $500 a month, you may think that's a lot of money. Some people may think, number one, they think you're lying, or they think it's actually not that much. $500, not that much. I'll make Uber and I can make just as much money, right? Or you talk to a doctor, the doctor, whatever. I make that seeing a couple patients. That's not that much money. Also, if you are making a lot, people may think you're lying as well. So I never talk about a specific number. Instead, I sell them with confidence. This is why I say it, and pay attention to this. How you answer this is more important than what you say. How you answer it is more important than what you say, the words you use. Because people buy the excitement in your voice. So use an audio or video so people can hear your voice and excitement. But when you text it, type it in, people can hear that. But when you talk about, for example, you can say, I'm going to show you what you say. When they hear the voice, like right now, you can hear the excitement in my voice. You can't hear that when you are typing, right? So how much have you made? I would say, I don't tell anyone my income, but I'm doing awesome. And things have been amazing. I'm so excited for this year. You see how I have excitement? If I just typed it up, they say, okay. But when I'm like, I do a video, hey, how's it going? Hey, I don't tell anyone my income, but I'm doing awesome. And things have been amazing. I'm so excited for this year. Remember, people buy your excitement. They buy your journey. They buy your dream. You're selling dreams, and they sell your excitement and conviction in that dream. When they hear in your voice, that convinces them. And by the way, you may not be good at this the first couple of times. Practice it. Use your phone, record yourself. Keep saying it over and over again. I had to do it at least hundreds of times in front of a mirror, staring at it and just recording myself until I sounded confident. But that's what people are buying. They're buying your confidence. Here's another objection. Let me wait till you get more results first. Well, let me wait till you make some money first, then I'll come in. That never works, right? How you answer this is more important than what you say. It's just like the previous objection. So again, use audio video so people can hear your voice and excitement. And just say, hey, that's fine, but you're going to lose money and miss out on some really exciting growth. I totally understand. See, when people hear that in your voice, they're like, whoa, or maybe I do want to learn what it is, right? Hey, I'm going to say this again. That's fine, but you're going to lose money and miss out on some really exciting growth. But it's okay. I understand. Right? When they hear that, all of a sudden they go, oh, I'm missing out on something. Remember, people don't buy what you say. They buy how you say it, right? It's your excitement, your tone that gets them going. So here's a summary of what we talked about. Number one is you're selling confidence in your vision. You're selling dreams, especially your confidence in your vision in that dream. That's what you're selling. Number two is how you say it is more important than what you say. And you can apply this to everything, right? Whether you're doing a live video, you post it on social media, it's how you say it. What you're doing in your presentation, how you say it is more important than what you say. A lot of people think it's the magical words. Yeah, the words do matter. I'm not saying they don't matter, but how you say it, you can say the right words, but with no enthusiasm, no excitement, people are not going to be convinced. You can sometimes say the wrong things, but if you're excited, that will get people's attention. And don't forget, people buy the 3 C's. They buy your change, your commitment, and your consistency. Change, commitment, consistency. Let people know about your change. Let people know you're committed, and let people know you are consistent. Then you change. So I'll put this up again. Change. And ask yourself, how can you let people you have changed on social media? Your commitment. How can you show people you're committed? And 3, how can you show people you are consistent and this business is real? People buy your change, your commitment, and your consistency. So let people see your 3 C's on social media.
Hey, ML Nation, this is Simon Chan back here again. A few things I want to share with you that makes it possible. Hey, by the way, if you like this, please drop a comment on the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know what was some of your big takeaways. If you are listening on the podcast, go reach out to me. Let me know if you like more of these, okay? Because I got a lot of great feedback from this webinar. I'm not going to put every webinar on this channel, but ones who get feedback, I want to share that with you. So a couple of key takeaways is if you want to get people to respect you, right? We're talking about the 3 C's. You have to post content. Content creates authority and respect. If you think of anyone you follow, whether it's me or any leader that you follow, any influencer you follow, they create lots of content, right? You have to post consistently on social media because in every relationship, there's 3 levels. You either think the person, you either think the person knows more than you, or you think you and the person are about the same level, or you think you know more than that person, right? I'll give you the example. In every person, right? Maybe you're looking at me. You think I know more than you, right? That's number 1. The B, because that's why you're watching this. You're here to learn. I know something more about network marketing than you do. B could be some of your close friends, or maybe some of the people on your team at your income level. You feel like you're on the same level, right? And C is someone that you think you're better than. It could be your friend that all he does is just goes to the job and watches TV, never reads, doesn't do any personal development. You think you're better than them. So those are the 3 levels. You think you're better, you're on the same level, or you're better than. Now, for your prospects, they think the same way. When they look at you, they're either going to think you know more than them, or you and them at the same level, or they're better than you, right? Maybe your former boss, the CEO of your company at your job, they think they're better than you. That's a C relationship, right? So what would you want to be? You definitely want people to look up to you. then they see you when you reach out to them. Oh, I can't believe it. Wow. Right? They click on their profile. They want to be like you. Hey, you want people to think like that. And how do you make that happen is through content, through posting on social media. And I talk about the 80-20 rule. If you don't know what the 80-20 rule is 20% gives you 80% the return, right? 80% what you do will give you 20% the return. And obviously you want to do the 20% that gives you 80% the return. And that is working smart. Doing 20% that gives you big return. And posting daily content is that 20% that gives you 80% return. I know I've seen a lot of people when you reach out to me comment, whether you want my pep talk or on my YouTube channel, I click on them to look up them to find out more about them. And I see all the social media profile. It's not very impressive. I don't feel I get to know you. And if I feel I don't get to know you, then your prospects will feel the same way, right? So content creates authority, respect. Make sure you are posting consistently. And what stuff to post? You either teach, inspire, or entertain. And the easiest stuff to share is teaching what you learn, right? Things like something you learn from me or from your books you're reading. Share a tip a day. Share something that your upline or your team, share that. The more you share the fun stuff you do with your team. Because remember, people are buying your change, your commitment, and consistency. And every time you have a chance to do that, make sure you share that, okay? By the way, if you want help in terms of social media, not sure what the content is, a shortcut, I actually create content for you. You can check out my BYOB workshop. We do these once a month. You can go to, I'll put this in the show note link, where you can learn more about it, but that'll give you a little shortcut, a little boost. But, regardless what you do, whether it's attending by a BYOB workshop or, just going out there and setting time aside every day to post content, let people know who you are. That was it will be a game changer. That's the 20% that gives you 80% return. And one of the easiest ways to convince people that you are there already. You are that leader. And remember, you got to faith it till you make it. You got to be and act like that leader. So anyway, that's what I have. Hey, go apply what you learned. I'm interested in your feedback. You can reach out to me or comment below on this YouTube video. And remember, go take action what you learn. All the stuff you learn, that means nothing unless you take action on it. So make sure you take action and go out there and have a positive impact on someone's life. God bless you all.